Okay, so we've got a couple of new releases today, and we've got a couple of breaks we're going to do tonight. Tribute baseball is a little dicey in that FedEx showed up today, UPS did not. So we do not have our full quantity that we need tonight for tribute baseball. What we're going to do is break the quantity that we have, and then we're going to break the rest of it tomorrow night because UPS is assuring me I'll get it tomorrow. Of course, they also said they would make sure I got it today. But anyway, it was supposed to be here today, and it's not. So what FedEx did come, there were a few boxes in FedEx. We're going to break that. We'll talk more about it in a little bit as everybody gets in and gets settled, make sure everybody knows what's going on. In the meantime, let's talk about some other stuff. We'll swing back around to that. So feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime that you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you for being here, for bidding and breaking with me, chatting, hanging out, being understanding about the fact that UPS is, well, less than stellar and kind of didn't leave us in a good spot today. This is what it looks like coming up. Tomorrow night, we're going to be breaking some Sage Hit Premier Draft Low Series, break number 1. They are loose boxes as well. That's what's listed on eBay. Now, we are also going to, before the eBay break, take care of the rest of the tribute that we don't have here for tonight. This is just what you see there is in relation to what's on eBay. And then, of course, Friday is another new release, Contenders Optic Football. We're going to go for a 10-box inner case of that. Once again, loose boxes from shared cases. And hopefully UPS and or FedEx will show up that day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday will be off nights. And then from there, we'll have to plan out what the rest of next week's going to look like. So here we go. For anybody who wasn't tuned in a minute ago, and if you haven't checked your messages that I sent you on eBay, here's the deal. Today's release day, so you never get product ahead of release day. So we got all the select because that happened to come from one place, and they sent it FedEx mercifully. The tribute that we need tonight came from 2 different distributors. One shipped UPS, one shipped FedEx. The FedEx stuff is here. UPS guy didn't bring the packages, so we have a partial quantity for tribute baseball. We've got 2 boxes that came by FedEx. We're going to break those tonight. The remaining 4 boxes of tribute that are part of this break will break tomorrow night, which is Thursday the 7th at 7:45 Eastern, which is 4:45 Pacific. So it's due, according to the 500 people I talked to today, it will really arrive tomorrow, I hope. Problem is, I've got a guy that's not my regular guy. This guy skipped my scheduled pickup 3 days last week, if that tells you anything. Just marked as picked up and never came and got it. So there you go. All right, let's talk about shipping. Saturday is when I'm anticipating having everything out the door, both tribute and select. And keep in mind, even though part of tribute's going to break tomorrow night and part of it's breaking tonight, I should still be able to get it out to you on Saturday. If I can get it done faster than that, I will. What else? If you get skunked, you will still get a package in the mail. And by skunked, I mean not pulling a card of any sort. You will still get a package in the mail. It will go out when the rest of the break ships out. It'll have consolation card or cards in it. And yeah, so hopefully everybody by now has heard about tribute and we all know what's going on. So that is what is up first. I know it is a 6-box break. As I've explained, we have only 2 boxes of it here right now. Those 2 will break. The 4 that are tied up somewhere in UPS on a truck somewhere will be breaking tomorrow night, 7:45 Eastern. And team names there on the left-hand side, winning bidders cross from each team on the opposite side. I will, of course, put this spreadsheet up again tomorrow night, and I will also recap tomorrow night whatever hits we pull this evening. I'll recap them as well at the start of the break tomorrow when we do the last 4 boxes, okay? So I'm hoping that that made sense to everybody. If it didn't make sense to somebody, please jump into chat and let me know. I really didn't know the best way to explain it, so we did the best we could there in the email I sent. It's a weirdo situation, I know. So right now I'm changing up the focus a little bit. You're going to see that your background is blurry. That is intentional. Please do not be distressed by that. That is 100% the way we want it to be, because it's going to otherwise let us see everything we want to see up close. We don't care about what's in the background. All right, so of course, what we are looking for in here, we've got 6 packs, 3 cards per pack. And if I remember correctly, we are 1 hit per pack. So 2 of our 6 boxes, that's what's here, came from one distributor by way of FedEx. Opening that tonight. The remaining 4 come back here tomorrow night at 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific. And we will open the other 4 boxes that are part of this break of tribute. Okay. So hopefully by now, wait a minute. Okay, one of those had slid over. I'm like, that is not right. We don't have the right number of packs, but one of them had slid over and there were 3 in one stack. It's like, that was really going to flip me out. Hi, Jay Allen, by the way. And Chris is here. Hi, Chris, for your Orioles. Jay Allen's got the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. Let's get, of course, we see Chris has got the Orioles. Let me get a few little sleeves out here on the table, and then we are going to get busy on what we do have of tribute. Okay, so I think everybody's probably opened this product before. It's always a lot of fun. It's a nice looking high-end product. So Justin Verlander comes out first for the Astros. And then we've got our first hit of the night coming behind that, and it is a Mike Piazza, and that's out for the Mets. Have a nice little trio of relics there for Piazza, and it is numbered to 150. And then, oh, look at that. Got a little Luisen behind there, numbered to 99, the green parallel for Chicago White Sox rookie Luis Robert. Is it Robert or Robert? I think it's Robert, but I always want to say Robert because it's, I don't know why. But technically, I think it's Robert. So, but you know how I am. I get these, I get it in my head that a name should be a certain thing, and then I just pronounce it that way. You know what? Let's just leave these as we go. There aren't that many, and then we don't have to worry about keeping those little dividers. There is Cal Ripken Jr. for the Orioles. I'm going to go ahead and put Mr. Verlander's base in a sleeve that we had previously sitting below one of our little dividers. And that way we don't have to keep them. Ultimately, it's going in sleeve anyway. And I have for the Orioles. Hi. How about that, Chris? We've got a Brooks Robinson. So your mojo is fired up and working well tonight. It is numbered to 150. So that's where we are there. And Kenny's here. Hi, Kenny. Charles is here. Brian wants to know if Select Football is after this. Yes, it is. And again, and everybody else that's asking that same question must have come in after we went over all of that. So I know those of you who are here with me have heard this about 10 times already, but you have to hear it a couple more probably before the night's over. Tribute Baseball, our first break of the night. We are due to break 6 boxes, Yastrzemski and the Boston Red Sox. 6 loose boxes, as was noted in the description. Only 2 of them showed up today because FedEx delivered on release day. UPS did not. We are breaking the 2 boxes of tribute right now. The remaining 4, which should show up hopefully tomorrow, if the UPS guy decides to deliver it, we're going to break tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. right here in this very same spot. Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. After we finish our 2 boxes of tribute tonight, we'll be breaking our 4 boxes of Select. They all came from the same distributor that sent me these 2 boxes. They all came by FedEx, so we're good to go for that. Jose Altuve and Craig Biggio are out next. So that is a dual relic. It is numbered to 25, headed off to Houston and the Astros. Chris Bryant and the Cubbies, the last base out of that pack. Okay, so now there's more people asking, where's Select? Where's Select? Guys, We usually break more than one product in the same night. So we always say that in the listing description so everybody knows there's more than one product breaking in the same night. So the one that takes the least amount of time breaks first, and the one that takes longer breaks second. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Obviously, Tribute tonight, much faster than Select. So Tribute breaks first. Select will be immediately afterwards. Ke'Bryan Hayes, numbered to 99 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Our hit out of this pack is Eckersley. So you got a little Dennis Eckersley headed your way if you've got Oakland, and that is numbered to 99 with your autograph. And right behind it, how about an Oakland A's base card as well? It's Matt Chapman for the A's. James looking for some Kansas City. All right. No, Matt, we're not an hour behind. We were due to start at 9:30. We started at 9:30. Tribute is going to take about 10 minutes. So if you can just hang tight for about 10 minutes, we will be doing Select Football. So as we note in the listing description, often we do multiple products on the same night. Mike Schmidt for the Philadelphia Phillies. Marcus Stroman coming out next, and that goes to the Mets. And it's a nice little chunk of relic there. It's always good when you can get blue for the Mets. It's numbered to 50 instead of getting just the gray. We'll change pace there. Mariano Rivera is the Yankees. Okay, we are looking at a Yu Darvish base card. So for the Cubs on there. Dalton Varsho coming out next. So we're looking for a little love for Arizona. Jay Allen's Diamondbacks getting a hit here, numbered to 199 with the Varsho. And Shohei Ohtani. I don't know if you guys got to watch that game, any of you, the other night. I mean, yeah, that was fun, right? Yeah, so he threw the fastest pitch that's been thrown all year and also hit the hardest ball in the same game. So, I mean, he was pitching well, hitting well. Oh, it was so much fun to watch. Now that he's healthy, I hope he's going to be that much fun to watch all the time as a two-way player. But, yeah, it was worth the price of admission, as they say. Trevor Story and Colorado Rockies. Our hit for this pack is Jose Abreu for the White Sox. And that relic is numbered to 150. And then a little Ernie Banks coming behind that for the Cubbies. All right, Manny Machado and the Padres. A little static. Managed to keep the little separator attached there, didn't it? Look at this, Jay Allen. You got another Varsho for your Arizona Diamondbacks. So there you go. You're on a roll. That one's numbered to 25, though. So this one is, numbered quite a bit lower than the one you had a minute ago. So you're moving in the right direction. George Springer for the Astros. By the way, your Phillies tonight, Jay Allen, were just lighting it up. And Rhys Hoskins been playing really well in this series, too. But the Phillies in general were just on fire tonight, scoring runs like crazy. Which, by the way, don't look now, but my Reds have offense. After opening day, I didn't think they did, but yeah, we do. George Brett in Kansas City. Followed by, look at that, for the Mets. We have got, I'm making sure I'm putting it in so that it doesn't end up upside down. Got ourselves a nice Marcus Stroman getting ready to flip around here for the Mets. Yeah, good hit there. So congrats. And numbered to 10, no less. So if you have got the Mets, you're happy now. Reggie Jackson and the New York Yankees. He says he needs 2 or 3 good Phillies hits now that he's got his Diamondbacks covered. Well, we might have to get them out of the next set of boxes tomorrow night, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Ichiro and the Mariners. Our hit from this pack brings us Mookie Betts. Oh, and Cody Bellinger, so dual relic for the Dodgers. Cody and Mookie, numbered to 150. They lost tonight on a walk-off. Dodgers did. And there's a Robin Yount for Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, first base we see out of this pack is Whit Merrifield for Kansas City and the Royals. If I could get that sleeve open. Sometimes they're like those produce bags at the grocery, man. They like stick together. They don't want to open up. Mike Trout coming out for the Angels with a good-looking trio of relics there for the Los Angeles Angels, numbered 250. And then I've got Pete Alonso, the polar bear. We finally got the Mets and the Nationals back in action after their delayed start. All right, so this is the last pack of box number 2. Remember, the other 4 boxes were supposed to be here by UPS. UPS didn't bring them. We'll be opening them tomorrow night, 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific. Just come right back here to this same YouTube channel, and we'll fire it up tomorrow night at 7:45. We'll do our last 4 boxes, and we will recap our hits that we found tonight, just so it will be all in one spot for anybody who wants to see it that way. Numbered to 150, that one heads off to Toronto. And then our last base card out of the 2 boxes that we did get from FedEx is a Joey Votto for my Cincinnati Reds. It is numbered 250. All right, so let's do a quick recap of what we have here, and then we'll put up our spreadsheet information one more time because I know people drop in and out. We want to make sure everybody knows what's going on, and then we're going to dive right into select football. So let's go ahead and get this recapped, and then we'll move on down the road. So 2 of our 6 boxes, this is the recap. The remaining 4 will break tomorrow night. That's Joey Votto for the Reds. We're looking at our numbered cards right now. Brian Hayes to 99 for the Pirates, and also to 99, Robert for the White Sox. Our hits from the first 2 boxes. Nice for the Mets, Marcus Stroman, numbered to 10. Dalton Varsho to 25, Diamondbacks. Varsho again, 199, Diamondbacks. The Mets had a Marcus Stroman relic, too, so you had kind of a nice little Marcus Stroman run tonight for the Mets. That's numbered to 50. Dennis Eckersley to 99, the Oakland A's. Pair of relics to 25, going to the Astros. This is a beautiful Brooks Robinson, numbered to 150 for the Baltimore Orioles. Mike Piazza and the Mets with trio of relics. Then we've got Espinal headed to Toronto, that autograph numbered to 150. A trio of Mike Trout relics numbered to 50. Pair of relics to 150 for the Dodgers. And then we have Jose Abreu out for the White Sox, and that is numbered to 150. So that's 2 of your 6 boxes remaining for tomorrow night. I know you're tired of hearing that, but I promise you there will be at least 5 people that will, even no matter how many times I say it, there will at least be 5 people who will miss it and then come and ask me that question tonight after this break because they will not have heard it. So I know it's repetitive. I'm sorry. So yep, there it is in writing. Gap 2, missing 4. UPS didn't bring them. Breaking the 4 tomorrow night, Thursday, the 7th of April, 7:45 Eastern, right here, same YouTube channel, and we will recap what we had tonight as well before we start that 4-box break tomorrow night. Also tomorrow night, but at 9 o'clock, we'll be doing Sage Hit Premier Draft Low Series football break. That's currently listed on eBay. It'll end tomorrow night about 7:30. We'll break it tomorrow night at 9. Contenders Optic Football is a Friday release. We're looking to break 10 loose boxes on Sage Premier as well. And Friday night for Contenders Optic. Shipping, I expect this to be out the door and on the way to you Saturday, even though Tribute, part of it isn't breaking until tomorrow. We're still planning on getting everything out to you on or before Saturday. If you end up getting skunked, meaning you do not pull a card of any sort, base or otherwise, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have your consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since this is a paid shipping break. And there again, in written form, talking about what happened with Tribute. And of course, you also have that message in your eBay messages. So we are into a 4-box break of 2020 Select Football. I said that's a half case. That's a typo. That's a third of a case, which was correctly listed and stated in the listing description. But for some reason, I apparently had I bet I did it over here too, didn't I? Yeah, see, I got to fix that. Apparently have just so used to typing a half that we didn't quite get that right, but now that's right. But it was right in the description. That's the important part. So, of course, ended tonight on eBay. Same night we're breaking it, Wednesday night, the 7th of April. Team names are there on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team on the opposite side. Please remember that there is a separate bidding category for XRC redemptions, and any XRC redemption that we hit will be sent to that bidding spot. And of course, if we do not hit any there, that bidding spot will be sent a pack of some type of sports cards as their consolation, as we stated in the listing description. Because the XRC, you just don't know when you're doing a partial case if we're going to hit them, if we're not going to hit them. But the good news is, when it's loose boxes, you could potentially have one in every box, which would be nice, right? We would like that, if we could make that happen. Just like to go ahead and get all that out of the way. That way I can put that utility knife out of harm's way. So we are looking for 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box on average. Panini's 2 favorite words in the world are on average. Here's what that means to us. Occasionally they mess up and they don't give us a hit that they are supposed to give us. And that on average is a little CYA for them. What more commonly it means is that, well, sometimes they replaced one of our hits with a Panini Rewards Point card. And if that happens to us, we will use random.org at the end of the night and find a home for any redemptions points cards that we might find. Not redemptions, sorry, points cards. XRC redemptions, remember, its own bidding category. Regular non-XR redemptions go to the teams as normal. So that's what we got going on here. Stang is here. Hi, Stang Lover. Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't been on here in a while either, have I? So that's probably why. You said you got some A's and Marlins work to do tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll have to bring the mojo for that, and Jay Allen's Phillies, and we got a few people we've got to carry some mojo for tomorrow night with those last 4. But yeah, that was, I mean, my regular guy, my regular UPS guy, like, I don't love him. He's not all that nice, but he at least does what he's supposed to do. And I'm also a training route. So if he's off or whatever, or sometimes they'll just move him and let other people come in and train, that's what I get stuck with. So this little fella I've got right now, I've had him since last week. 3 days in a row last week, he just skipped my pickup. Like, I had a scheduled pickup that I paid for, and dude just didn't stop and get it, and just marked it in his board as paid. As picked up. Sorry, I was also reading chat. And yeah, how crazy is that? So I had to talk to a supervisor about that, and then here we end up today, and we don't even have, we don't even have the packages today, so didn't stop today either, I guess. JT Movement XRC is sold. It is not available, unfortunately, and everything is paid. Here is our first XRC, and it gives us running back number 4. Of course, we were hoping for quarterback number 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, but we got running back number 4. So we do have 1 XRC first thing out of the bag. And we're going to find loads of prisms. For the most part, I'll probably sleeve them after the fact. We'll see how many there are per box, but the best I recall, there are a lot. And that was Chase Young for the Washington football team. So what we might do is, depending on how many there are, we might sleeve them after the break, or maybe just sleeve the rookies as we go and do the others after the break. That might be the way to do it. There is Cephas and another prism parallel for Detroit. Got plenty of base going through here, of course. We don't really stop and call out the base, but anything that needs to be addressed out of it, if it needs to be sleeved or whatever, of course, I'll handle it before it ships out. And there's a Terry Bradshaw Selections prism for my little Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see what my Steelers are going to look like this upcoming season. I'm not feeling good about it, really. Larry Fitzgerald prism. And those, of course, are not numbered, but nonetheless, prisms are happy good things, so I'll call them out anyway. And I have a purple parallel, James Morgan for the Jets, numbered to 75. What do you think about that? What do you think about Darnold headed down to Carolina? I was kind of hoping Bridgewater could hang on to that. All right, I've got Chenault numbered to 75, and that is for Jacksonville. And there's a relic autograph pairing. Matt says it seems a little blurry to him. Well, Matt, if it's the background, that's absolutely 100% intentional. I mean for that to be blurry so we can see the cards up close and we don't have all that crazy zooming in and out. If the cards also look blurry to you, I might say just refresh the page, or if you're in the app, close it and reopen it. Sometimes it does get a little weird, and I don't know why, but usually if you refresh the page or close and reopen the app, it will take care of that usually. So here is a Joe Burrow prism, and that is a rookie selections card set. And then I've got Patrick Peterson for the Cardinals, another prism, non-rookie, but that's all right. We're gonna there aren't so many that we can't stop and deal with them as they go. Sometimes, there'll be like 100 prisms in one box or something. Then you want to do them afterwards, but this isn't too bad, so we'll do them as we go. Doesn't slow us down too much. Jason Moore and the Chargers. And all right, what else have we got? A blue parallel here for Khalil Mack. And that should be numbered, and it is. We see it down there at the bottom, numbered to 75 for Khalil Mack and Chicago with the Bears. Kamara for Nola. Yeah, I'm sad that Teddy Bridge... I mean, maybe they're going to leave Teddy there, but even if they do, it's obvious that the intent would be for him just to be a bridge for Darnold at this point, I think, if you're in Carolina. I was kind of hoping they would just turn the keys over to Teddy. And, I mean, I know he had a little bit of a rough go of it last season, but he's still talented. He's just got to get back in the swing of things. And James Morgan to 75 for the Jets. And last season was weird. I mean, it shouldn't even count, right? Van Jefferson, that is numbered to 75. And you've got the Rams, little LA Rams action happening. Matt, you said, you were looking on the phone, and now that you're on the computer, everything looks better. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's, sometimes on the phone, it can do weird things, for sure. Not just making it look a little out of focus, but it can also do all kinds of other funky stuff, as I have found out over the years. There is a Raekwon Davis. That's going to Miami. The Dolphins, numbered to 99 with Raekwon. Behind it is a prism for Chenault. Another nice little rookie prism there. Jacksonville. And then we've got San Francisco and Ayuk, numbered to 75. with a relic. I didn't say relic, but of course you can see relic. But sometimes people listen and don't look, until it's their team or their card. So I guess it's always good to say anyway. Joshua Kelly Prism, Chargers. I guess you saw where Trevor Lawrence decided he has no interest. That was a Joe Burrow insert, non-Prism though. He has no interest in attending the draft. He's going to hang out and watch it at home or in a home location near his home with his friends and family. So what about that? No green room for him. Carson Wentz Prism, Eagles. I guess he's not one of those guys whose dream was always to walk across the stage and shake the commissioner's hand. He's one of those guys that just dreamed of going #1 and making $1 trillion, which that's okay too, right? Okay, that is headed to Buffalo, and it's numbered to 5. How about that? If you got the Buffalo Bills with the little AJ Epinsa to the low number of 5. Tyler Johnson Prism, Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers. All right, that is box number 1. Here comes box number 2. Oh, I just saw another comment from Mike who says he thinks the Steelers picked Antonio Brown back up. I did not hear that. If they did, they're kind of stupid considering all the factors. I certainly hope they didn't pick him back up. I don't even see how they could anyway. Have no cap space, 0. And if you do have it, you shouldn't be spending it on that guy. That's what I'm saying. That's just like, So Travis, this is our 4-box, 1/3 case break of Select Football. Tribute Baseball, if you're looking for that. We broke that already, but we only broke part of it because that's all that arrived today. The other part of it will be broken tomorrow night, Thursday night, at 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific, right back here on this same YouTube channel. But if you are asking about Select, because they were both break number 1, so I'm not sure which one you were asking about, because they both just came out today. So if you're asking about Tribute, that's the answer to it. If you are asking about Select, then yeah, we're 1 box in to the 4 boxes that we're going to be breaking. So just getting rolling on Select, basically. He says fake news. Yeah, I would hope so about Antonio Brown. I would hope that the Steelers didn't pick him back up. I don't think they could anyway. Even if they wanted to, they have 0 money. You would have kept Bud Dupree or done something else over picking him back up, I would think. But, well, you never know. Crazier things have happened, but hopefully that didn't happen. I'd like to think somebody's just, yanking my chain on that one. Blankenship, numbered to 199, going to Indy. Alex Smith and Washington Prism. Of course, they released Alex. He'll have to get himself reacquainted somewhere else if he carries on. Jags and LaVisca. And another Prism behind that, Mr. Matt Stafford. The Lions. Well, used to be anyway. Lions on that card. Lynchpin, by the way, said he was sad for his Lions. He says it's going to be a tough year. You never know. I mean, Jared Goff could come in there and play really well. He certainly has the potential to. We've seen him do it before, so it's definitely within his wheelhouse, but it's just hard to know how it's going to shake out. Cam Chancellor to 49 for the Seahawks, and I see a big man on campus coming up right now. And what's it numbered to? I believe that says 25. We do have an imperfection that I can see right off the bat in that lower right-hand corner. We are headed to the Chargers with Justin Herbert. And how you like me now, Chargers? To 25, making your life happy. So listen, if you're the Chargers and you're watching this live, if you want that card in a one-touch case, I will happily do that for you right at the end of the break. Some people do not like them in a one-touch case when they have a reflective surface. I have never had an issue with it, but listen, some people do. So I'm not going to automatically put it in there, but if you're watching live and you have the Chargers and you say, yeah, put that in one, I will do it. So jump into chat and tell me if you want me to. And that was a prism for the Bears with Cole Kmet. So we're off to a pretty good start, right? We've got loose boxes. We've already hit an XRC out of box 1 and a Justin Herbert to 25 out of box number 2. Gotta love it, man. Dante Culpepper. And the thing is, we could hit one in every box. That's the beauty of loose boxes. That is the Vikings. You're not restricted to that same formula that applies when they're all coming out of one case. James Conner, numbered to 25, a two-color relic, tie-dye, headed to my Pittsburgh Steelers. Little love for James Conner. See, Lynchpin is one of the guys who doesn't like one-touch cases. Never had a problem with them. Shipped a Shohei Ohtani in it that was a $100,000 card. The person got it, sent it off to be graded. It came back with a perfect 10 surface grade. And it went straight into a one-touch, traveled to him in a one-touch. He walked it into grading, and it stayed in the one-touch till they took it out. And it came out with a perfect 10 surface rating, and it was a prism. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like I said, I've never had problems with it. I don't know any of my customers who have personally had a problem with it, but I do know there are lots of people who feel just like you do, Lynchpin, who just don't like them. So that's why we always like to ask. Lamar Jackson coming out for Baltimore, and that is numbered to 75 for the Ravens, who look to be pretty solid for next year, as does most of my division, except for my Steelers. Jerry Rice and the 49ers with a prism. I actually think the Steelers are probably going to have a painful year. That's how that's how it looks at the outset. I was ready for Ben to retire. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Michael Pittman prism for Indianapolis. I'm not, I honestly was kind of ready for him to retire before this year, and I'm definitely ready for him to retire right now, even though I love him, love everything he did for the franchise. I wish he would retire. But that's not what happened, so you got to work with what you've got. Devin Duvernay, that is numbered to 10 and headed to Baltimore. So they've gotten a couple of inserts there, almost back to back. Next out, number 235. I've got one for Chicago. That is Lance Briggs for the Chicago Bears with a little ink. Rolling into a Peyton Manning prism for Indianapolis. Behind that, we've got another prism. It happens to be a rookie prism. And that one is Marlon Davidson, Atlanta Falcons. All right, who else have we got up here? I see some more shiny cards coming our way. It's another Lamar Jackson. Was the other one Lamar, though? Was it? It was, wasn't it? I think it was. The other numbered parallel. Well, I mean, the Ravens have had a couple right in a row. But anyway, I think one of them was Lamar, and there's another one of Lamar, numbered to 75, that one. Darrington Evans, Tennessee Titans, rookie prism. And, well, I turned them around and then ended up turning them backwards. We have got a nice green parallel here of Brett Favre. That goes, of course, off to the Packers in Green Bay, and it's numbered to 5. So the Pack, get your man Brett Favre. Taylor, and that is the Seahawks with a prism. And then our last one is just one lonely little base card there of Tommy Stevens. All right, halfway there. 2 down, 2 to go. Lynchpin said if you put them in the proper size, well, for sure. I mean, you absolutely, I mean, that's true of anything, though. You don't want any card in an incorrect size anything, whether it's a top loader or whether it is a one-touch case or whatever. That's why I've got loads of sizes of just about everything. But yeah, I mean, I know people who will take, I would presume, because they think it saves them money, I guess. But there are some people who will take just a larger top loader, right? Like a 180 or something, and then they'll put 3 or 4 cards in it. Not base cards either, but like hits and stuff. And just jam them all in there together, which, I mean, yeah, you can do, but is it the right, good way to do it? No, pretty much not at all. So I agree with you. You do have to be careful about getting things in their proper sizes. You don't want something in too tight because you risk damage trying to get it out, and you don't want something in too loose because, well, then it can roll around in there too much. So, yeah. Can be a hot mess, that's for sure. But I think these days most people kind of have a grip on what they're doing. In the early days of breaking, there were definitely people who would do what I just told you, like slap a whole bunch of cards in one bigger size top loader, or they would put cards inside top loaders that were too big and then close them up with scotch tape, not even painter's tape, not even safe release painter's tape, but with scotch tape, which then you have to try to get off there practically with a blowtorch and get the card past the tape residue. And there's some bad things that used to happen. I don't think much of that goes on anymore, though. I hope none of it does, but you never know. Texans Ross Blacklock. And then we have got a silver prism of one overpaid Vikings quarterback, and that would be Kirk Cousins. Next up, we've got a nice little parallel of a rookie here. I always like seeing rookie parallels. It is numbered to 199. It's headed to the Raiders, and it is Bryan Edwards. Next up, James Morgan, the man of the hour. That's like card number 8,000 of James Morgan. Not really, but it's probably the third or fourth prism we've pulled for James Morgan and the Jets. For some reason, he's very popular tonight coming out of these. Russell Wilson, Seattle. And behind that, I have an Ed Reed for the Ravens. My arch rivals, the Ravens. But I think they're just going to stomp us. I think everybody in the division is going to be better than Pittsburgh this year. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I don't usually feel that way about my Steelers either. I usually always think we're going to win, even when you would look at it and think there's no way. I always think we're going to be good. Ooh, I'm feeling a little dicey about next year. Or this year, I guess now. Number 75, that is C.J. Ham. And that is Minnesota, Cam Newton, who somehow manages to get re-signed with New England despite what was a less than impressive performance last year. But nonetheless, there he is, gonna be back. Michael Vick, Atlanta Falcons. T.J. Watt. Now there's the guy we need to spend money on. Whatever it takes, pay it. Keep that man. Right? That's what I'm saying. J.K. Dobbins. Got another parallel for the Ravens. This one is numbered to 75. Baltimore is awash in parallels tonight. Doing very well in that regard. Joshua Kelly, the Chargers. And we've got one coming up for the Panthers with Christian McCaffrey. And it's numbered to 5. A few things come out tonight to 5. It's a good looking card. Nice color combo, 2-color relic, low numbering. I could be about that. All right, there is a prism for the Jets, and it's not James Morgan that time. It's P. Ryan. We'll change pace, right? Keeping us on our toes. Matt says Cam sucks. Well, how do you really feel about it, Matt? Are you a Patriots fan or not a Patriots fan? Brian Edwards to 149 for the Raiders. Oh, and I see I missed a question there. Somebody was asking which break this is, but it looks like Matt jumped into the void and answered that for me. Thank you, thank you. Missed that one when I glanced over there a minute ago. Ed McCaffrey, and that's Denver and the Broncos, and it's numbered to 10. So can't go too wrong, numbered to 10. Here comes a handy little tie-dye. You know I love my tie-dye in this set. Tony Gonzalez and the Kansas City Chiefs, numbered to 25. Antonio Gibson, the Washington football team. And you've got a nice little relic autograph combo there. And that little bad boy was numbered to 99. Followed by a Brandon Ayuk prism, San Francisco. And then there is Anthony McFarland Jr. for my little Pittsburgh Steelers with a prism. And that throws us onward into our last box. So you know what that means. It is last box mojo time. So we've got to, I forgot I cut the plastic on all those until this last one. I did it so I wouldn't have to do it every time. And then I think I cut it a second time on all of them but the last one. Old habits, right? Anyway, last box mojo. We're going to see if it'll deliver something volcanic for us. We want some serious heat. Oh, you're not, it is about the man personally, not the way he plays. I got you. So Matt worked through college in a restaurant that Cam Newton used to visit regularly, and apparently the guy was a big a-hole, as he says. So, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I guess you do have to have a healthy ego to play professional sport, but one would hope that it wouldn't make you just that kind of a nasty person all the time. But of course, we know it does. Not to everybody. There's some guys that are just wonderful out in the real world, and then there are other guys who are, well, not so much. Patrick says, yeah, he says we've had some huge parallels in here so far. That's what I said. I think we've done pretty well for a loose box break of a third of the case. I actually think we've done really well. So I've been pleased with what we have hit thus far. But you know what? I'm always greedy on your behalf. I always want to hit more for you. So I'm saying let's use last box mojo and get some more. That's what I'm saying. All right, Linchpin needs some Swift or some Berry. Okay. And Matt says, thankfully, he now is, well, I'm going to paraphrase in case we've got little ears listening, but he's now bad on the field, too. It does make you feel better, doesn't it? Like when the guy was a jerk to you in real life, and then you think about how successful and he's making all this money and whatever. It makes you feel better when he's like making less money and not playing well. Would me, anyway. It's terrible, isn't it? But it's true. It's true of all of us, whether or not you want to admit it. That was to 99 with a Brandon Ayuk. And next up, I've got a little Christian McCaffrey prism for Carolina and the Panthers. I do think that's just human nature a little bit. And then we've got a prism for Kansas City with Snead. And then we've got all this Deshaun Watson mess going on. So, yeah, that is, that just seems like it's getting worse every day. So if you have any Deshaun Watson cards, I'm thinking you should have already sold them last week. And if you haven't already sold them, you better be selling them now because that is not looking good. There is a Kyler Murray prism for the Arizona Cardinals. Denzel Mims comes out next, prism for the Jets. I mean, that whole thing, that's so, I don't know, it's so weird. That whole thing, it just is very, it's all just very odd. It's very, I don't know what to make of it. I better just keep my mouth shut because I'm going to say something and offend somebody somewhere. So anyway, I'll just leave it to my advice. If you got his cards, I'd be selling them. That was a prism for the Bears, Kemet. And here comes a hit for Carolina, for Jacksonville and the Jags, numbered to 99. It is DJ Chark. You were saying, JT was saying any Jags. Yes, there have been some, and yes, we will recap our hits, our numbered cards, our relics, our autographs. We'll recap all that at the end so you get another chance to look at it. There's another James Morgan prism for the Jets. And somebody wants to know if there was LaVisca. Yeah, we've seen something for Chenault. I don't remember if it was numbered or relic or auto or what, but we have seen something for Chenault. I'm pretty sure that we have. And there's a Jake Fromm prism Buffalo. And any James Robinson, not that I remember, but I wouldn't swear to it. But for sure, we are going to recap it. Ooh, Patrick Mahomes. You know I love watching Patrick Mahomes play. If I weren't already a diehard, lifelong Steelers fan, I would be a Kansas City fan because I just like watching this kid. It's numbered to 99 with Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. And next up, I've got a little Henry Ruggs prism. More shiny rookie action. That one is the Raiders. Wait. I feel like there was something stuck behind that. Because there is. Oh, how you like me now, XRC Spot? See, I told you could end up getting multiple out of loose boxes. That's the beauty of it. It's not like when it's a case, there's only going to be, 1, 2, whatever. Cam Newton prism, Patriots. And I'm going to wait to flip it over. How mean is that? I know, it's so mean. We're going to flip it over in a minute. We're going to save it to the end. I mean, we're almost to the end, so let's just save it up and hope that when we turn it over, it's going to be QB1, because that would be incredibly awesome if it is. Alvin to 175, and that is for the Saints. Behind it, I have got Dwight Freeney, numbered to 49, and that's the Colts. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. And then I've got some base. I just hung up on somebody. I just picked it up and hung it up. Anthony McFarland Jr., that is numbered to 199 for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Ooh, a redemption. The plot thickens. Now we've got an XRC to flip and a redemption to flip. Good times there. Good times all around. A blue parallel for the Washington football team, numbered to 149. It is Antonio Gandy Golden. J.J. Watt, the other Watt brother, still a Texan on that card, so that's where he's going to roll off to. Bringing us to a Kyler Murray prism. Different one than we saw a moment ago, though, so got at least a couple of options there. Bringing us to another prism for the Washington football team, Thomas Davis Sr. And now we got some fun. I'm going to flip some, oh my God. We are going to flip some stuff over and take a look at what's on the other side. Okay. Well, there you go. There's a Chenault for sure. Because it tells us right here, it is Jumbo Rookie Signature Swatches Prism. And we will go to the Panini website shortly and we'll check that out and see what, if anything, that is numbered to. So we're going to do that in a hot second. But before we do that, we can't make this guy wait any longer. He wants to know who's on the other side, and so do I. And it gives us QB3, which, you know what? That's still going to be good. It's a deep quarterback draft. So QB3, it's not QB1, but you know what? That's solid. That and RB4, that's solid. That's solid for the XRC spot tonight. All right, let's go take a look at this. Let's find out what that's going to be numbered to. I've got to get us to the right spot. Well, I'm on the right spot, but I got to bring you with me, don't I? That's the key. Oh, where is the button that brings you to me? Oh, that's not it. I'm like, where did it go? Well, hang on a second. Somehow or another, this is going to be black for a second, but for some reason, it's not showing me what it needs to show me. There we go. All right, now I got it fixed. Sorry. It's been a few days, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I hit the wrong button. So what we are looking for, it is card set, Jumbo Rookie Signature Swatches Prism. That's a mouthful. All right, Jumbo, went right past it. Rookie Signature Swatch, Jumbo Rookie Signature Swatches Prism, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Card number 17. Whew, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? And it is going to be number 2, the low number, or the mid-range number, as the case may be, of 99. All right. So the Jags to 99, and let's go ahead. It's in a sleeve, so I can write on our sleeve here, and that's not going to hurt anything. And that way it'll be all labeled up for the purposes of our recap, which we are about to embark upon right now. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to recap our numbered cards, our autographs, our relics, and our redemptions. We're not going to recap our prisms because there's, zillions of those. And then after that, we're going to hit the high points of the information one more time. We'll take another look at when you can expect your stuff to ship. We'll also talk one more time about the Tribute Baseball Sitch so that hopefully, if you haven't seen it or heard it by now, if you jumped in somewhere along the way and somehow missed all that, you'll get one more shot at it. Okay, number 2, 149. That is the Washington football team. Number to 199, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number to 175, NOLA. Number to 99, Kansas City. San Francisco to 99. Got a nice tie-dye there. Tony Gonzalez to 25, KC. Number to 149, the Raiders. And one of several numbered cards for the Ravens, to that one to 75. And then we've got a 75 C.J. Ham going to Minnesota. Brian Edwards to 199 going to Oakland. This little beauty here is numbered to 5 for the pack with the nice Brett Favre. Lamar, another numbered card for the Ravens to 75, you see. And here's a Raven, numbered to 10, with Devin Duvernay. And then, guess what? There's another Raven. It's Lamar again, numbered to 75. Told you, a lot of Ravens parallels in here. I wasn't kidding. Cam Chancellor to 49, Seattle. The Colts to 199, Blankenship. And this is numbered to 5, A.J. Epensa, and that is out for Buffalo, the Bills. Raekwon, 99, Dolphins. James Morgan to 75 for the Jets. The Bears, Khalil Mack to 75. And another James Morgan for the Jets to 75. And there's also about 90 million regular Prism James Morgan. Not really 90 million, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of them. Okay, so here is DJ Chark with a relic, headed to Jacksonville, numbered to 99. And then we got a nice little patch and auto combo there, numbered to 99 for Washington, Antonio Gibson. And this is numbered to 10. We got that pretty little gold on there for Denver, with Ed McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers, 2-color relic and numbered to 5. Tie-dye relic is going to be to 25, and that's James Conner for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Ayuk with a relic numbered to 75 going to San Francisco and the 49ers. Next up, Dwight Freeney. You gotta love that if you got the Colts. That's just a nice fun hit. It's numbered to 49. And then it is Lance Briggs, numbered to 35 for Chicago. And this little beauty here, and I don't know if the Chargers person is watching or not, but again, if you do want that in a one-touch case and you're watching live, tell me and I'll do it right now. But otherwise, it'll go in a standard top loader here in a hot second. That is numbered to 25, Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Big fire. Van Jefferson, numbered to 75, out for the Rams. And then here's your other Chenault, as a matter of fact, and it's numbered to 75 for Jacksonville. It's a sticker auto. One would assume that your redemption might be a hard-signed autograph, which would probably be why it's a redemption when he's got live autos in here. That would be my thought on it. I don't know. I mean, can't tell you for sure, but that's what I would think. Jacksonville, numbered 299. We have the redemption for Laviska Shenault, Jumbo Rookie Signature Swatches Prism. We know it's going to be numbered to 99, well, because we went to the Panini website and looked it up. And then our XRC bidding spot ended up hitting 2 redemptions. One of them is QB3, which is really solid because it's at least 4 or 5 deep quarterback class you're going to be good with, I think. And our other one is running back number 4. Both of those going to the XRC position. Excuse me. Now, let's one more time go through and talk about our shipping info so you know when you can expect this stuff to ship. And then we're going to talk about Tribute Baseball one more time and just generally hit the high points of all the stuff you need to know. So that's what we're going to do right now. If you missed it earlier, if you've already heard it 85 times, you're good to go. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Saturday, that is when I'm anticipating getting everything out the door and on the way to you. I'm sure everyone pulled cards of some sort here in Select, so we don't have to worry about consolation cards here. In Tribute, if you were to end up skunked without a single card of any sort, base or otherwise, you would still get a package in the mail. It'll ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since it's a paid shipping break, and it would have consolation card or cards in it. Once again, everything expected to go Saturday. As a final reminder about this, FedEx showed up today. Yay, we love them. UPS did not. Boo, we do not like them. So these were both release day products. Obviously, we had enough quantity show up from the FedEx delivery to take care of Select Football tonight. Sadly, we only had a partial quantity for Tribute. We broke 2 of the 6 boxes that we are due. So 2 of them we broke at the start of the night. The last 4 should show up tomorrow, and we're going to break them tomorrow night at 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific, right back here on the same YouTube channel. So if you are part of that Tribute break, it's split, okay? So you had 2 tonight. The other 4 will be tomorrow night. And yeah, I guess that's got me pretty well covered for tonight. So thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it. And thanks for understanding about UPS and FedEx. I mean, that little driver I've had since last week, whew, he had bad news, man. You know what? I hope my regular driver comes back soon. And I really didn't think I'd ever say that because he's not very nice, but he's very efficient and at least he shows up. So yeah, a lot to be said for that, right? All right, thanks everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We will be back tomorrow night at 7:45 to finish up Tribute, and then we'll also be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock to break what ends on eBay tomorrow night, which happens to be a little Sage football. Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence, etc. Possibilities for that. And yeah, so we're going to get into that tomorrow night too. Until then, I guess I'm out of here. So enjoy your evening. Take care. Stay safe and happy and healthy.